Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do the Ewrap. And to show you that, I'm using a long loom or a rectangular loom. I've heard them referred to as a rake loom. But you don't have to use a style loom. You can use circle looms, you can use Serenity, Infinity, it doesn't matter. The stitch is the same on any type of knitting loom. Alright, first off, if you're new to loom knitting, you want to have something to make the tension a little more even while you're working. These, they're the crayons that twist up. I have kids, so I had some of these around, so I took a couple of them. They work perfect. I love these. You could take a pin, take it apart, and just use that tube. You can use a straw. Anything will work, and it's just so when you're working, the tension's even, you're less likely to break pegs, and your project's going to turn out more uniform. You also need your hook, which this one, a friend of mine actually ordered online for me for a Christmas present, and I absolutely love it. It's all soft, it's padded, it's wonderful. Okay. First, to do the Ewrap, you're going to have to use an anchor peg. That is just a peg just to hold the beginning yarn while you're working. So for that, we're going to do a slip knot. Wrap it around your finger once, wrap it twice, over and over. There's your slip knot. Sorry, I did that kind of fast. I actually do go over how to do the slip knot on some of my other videos. Alright, now we are going to do the Ewrap. Got my tension guide. And actually, I'm going to hold this up so you can see it better. Okay. Now, what you're doing is you're taking the yarn behind the peg and wrapping it. Kind of like, well, the way I'm showing you now, it's upside down, but kind of like a cursive E. Taking it behind the peg and wrapping it. Behind the peg and wrapping it. Behind the peg and wrapping it. Okay, and you do that as long as you want. You can do it all the way around. You can do it in complete circles. You do it however you want, but just to show you, I'm doing just a small patch here. Sorry, I'm a bit awkward today. Okay, now let's say this is as long as I want to make this project. I wrap it back around, and we go. Go back to the first peg, and very simple, there's your cast on. And from here, all you do is take that bottom loop, pull it over the top. The bottom over the top. There you go. And this is secure, this is cast on, and if you want at this point, you don't have to, you can take your anchor peg off because you've just like locked that on there. Now, with this yarn right here, doing what I just did, just the bottom one over the top one with the Ewrap. This is what your project's going to turn out like. But if you want it to be thicker, there's a couple things you can do. You can add a second strand of yarn to where you're running two strands of yarn as one instead, or you can take and add an extra row of loops. Okay, so here is, let me go ahead and get this back to where it was. Still doing the Ewrap. We got two rows. Push those down so you have a little more room, and we're going to add another row. So as you can see, there's going to be 3 loops on each peg. And at this point, see there's 3 loops. You take that bottom loop, pull it over the top 2. If you do that, your project just went from this to this. See how much thicker that is? And you can keep going. You can do 2 over 2. You can do 3 over 1. You can do 1 over 3. it doesn't matter, but each way you do it, it's going to give you a different looking project. I do actually have a video where I do go more in depth with those. It's shown on the Serenity loom, but you can actually do it on any loom. It doesn't matter. But there you go. You know how to do the Ewrap cast on, and a few variations of the Ewrap. If you have any questions, please post, let me know, and I will do my best to put up a video or give you the answer. Thank you.